Good afternoon, Printhound. It is I, Farmer Ben, once again back on Empires and Puzzles, and we are here with the 2020 Springvale Tournament. Springvale comes out this time of year every year, or at least for the last, what are we on, 3 years now, so this is the third year of it. And the people at Small Giant have decided to add some new heroes in for us to test. Just quickly looking around the base, you can see that there's a lot more Easter eggs all around the place. The trees have got a very pretty pink colour, like lots of blossom. More or less everything else stays the same. I don't think the Easter eggs do anything like the pumpkins and whatever. It just makes the place look nice. So it's a nice sort of spring-covered Easter festival. Yeah, the eggs, I'm just clicking on the eggs trying to make them bounce. The other thing is Path of Valor is back, so if I click on here, Path of Valor open today, you can see that I've done the daily challenges. I more or less try and do them most days. Last time, Path of Valor, I got up to level 49, not to 50, and the main thing that held me back was I hadn't done enough summons, so this time I saved all my summon tokens since the end of the last Path of Valor, and because of that I am now already on to the fourth summoning thing, so I used all my standard tokens this morning just to boost me up. You will also see that I've saved my epic hero tokens, which I always save for the seasonal events. I'm not going to do them today because my children aren't with me at the moment, and I will do them when the children are around because they are more lucky than I am, essentially. I've also got some epic troop summons, which I'll probably do at the same time, and I suspect I'll do a little video about that because I always like doing summoning videos, and for some reason they're always popular. But there we go, let's not mind not the reason why and all the rest of it. So let's just have a quick look at the new heroes who are out. So we have got, let's start with Killhair. Killhair, oh, come back Killhair, no, Squire Wabbit, one of the old ones, solid offensive attacker but weakening himself afterwards. Killhair, now is it wrong that I find this bunny attractive? I'm not sure, maybe. Yeah, probably, in fact. But there we are. She is an extremely toned rabbit lady. No unrealistic body images from Small Giant ever. So here we are. She does 300% damage to all enemies, which is a pretty substantial amount of damage. All enemies except the caster get minus 20% defense for 3 turns, and this effect can't be dispelled. So that's a pretty sort of sizable amount of damage with a bit of a con. Probably going to be very useful on challenge events and such, particularly if we coupled her with what's his face, Guardian Panther, the purple one, who does a lot of attack down. And as I say, she's got certain aesthetic qualities to her as well. She is carrying a ridiculously big sword, though. I'm not sure how you'd actually use that sword in combat. You'd barely be able to lift it. Then we have Roostly, the first chicken to come into what do we call it, into Springvale. It's a bit, well, I mean, there's nothing more traditional for Easter than chickens and rabbits. Weirdly, you never see Pontius Pilate included in the game, and I mean, Pontius Pilate's special skill would doubtless be some kind of hand washing thing. But anyway, let's not dwell on what is and isn't here, and the legacies of Christianity. So here we are. He's got a luminous lance. Well, it is certainly a glowing lance. It deals 280% damage to the target, which is pretty good. Chains through all enemies that are adjacent to any hit enemies. So presumably that would then sort of bounce around to hit potentially all 5, I suppose. I don't know if it does full damage or where it goes. Minus 20% for attack for 3 turns, can't be dispelled. Yeah, probably pretty useful. Hard to interpret that one. I might have to just sort of see when I come across him. Chick Junior, Chicken Little. Here we are. So again, not Pontius Pilate or Judas Iscariot or anything like that. Traditional Easter things. 180% damage to all enemies. Caster gets minus 20% attack for 3 turns. Can't be dispelled. Average mana speed, which is quite good for hit all enemies attack. Again, might be kind of useful on raids and raid tournaments and challenge events. Hard to say. Then we've got Lady Woolerton, a sheep. Pleasingly not as attractive as the first bunny that we saw. Recovers 40% health for all allies. Caster can't gain mana for 2 turns. It's a good amount of healing, so that's going to be quite useful as a healer. Again, might be handy for certain things. There is a bit of a scarcity of yellow healers at the 4-star level, so that's in itself would be quite useful for certain challenges and whatever else have you. Then we've got the old ones. We've got Master Lepus and Jack O'Hare, who both have sort of similar kind of attacks where they hit people and then weaken their own defence in consequence. So all the bunnies are done like that. They have all the Easter Springvale heroes have that kind of boost and then weaken effect. Seems to be the thing that they go for. During Easter time, you'll find that you also have the spring offers. Here they are. Every day, the different offer. Now, as a free player, I will probably only claim the free 2 at the end there, number 12 and 19. I do occasionally spend money or money I've made using online survey things like Google Opinions and what have you. I probably won't do that, to be fair, but if you need a specific ascension item, then this can often be quite a good way to get them. So if you do desperately need a hidden blade, you could buy that, and you're guaranteed to get the item relatively speaking cheaply, which some people might want to do. It's as I say, it's not something I'm going to do. Certainly not for hidden blades, because when I go into this, I can see that I have got 42 hidden blades, so it's not really something I'm going to be spending money on. Lastly, of course, as part of it, you have the Springvale Tournament, the Springdale Tournament down here, the Springvale Festival, sorry, it's called. Easy, normal, advanced, 3 different levels now. Normally it was only 2, so this is another step up. So, easy, hello, the Springvale Festival is about to begin, let's go. Jack, would you let this rookie join so easily? Well, the more the merrier, right? We'll see if they can manage. This festival is not for rookies. Can't help staring at those abs. Bring it on. Anyway, festival is not for rookies, so this sort of standardish kind of thing. You get some little bits and bobs as you work your way through it. You get, already got his avatar. 20 stages, and I get chicken little there at the end. You get your troop tokens, you get your various battle items, and whatever else have you. Presumably, let me just quickly have a look at normal as well. There's a lot of stages to work through here. There are an awful lot of stages, which is going to be quite pricey, I should think, in terms of just world energy. Epic Hero Token, you get the sheep there, a few extra items. And going on to advanced, you get the better stuff on advanced. Presumably that, there we are, you got the chicken boss there. And lastly, you get, Mysterious Tonic and what's her name? Which reminds me, you get Mysterious Tonic at the end of Path of Valor as well. So the Mysterious Tonic, which is quite handy actually. That's one of the few ascension items I do need currently. So when you go on to the Springvale Tournament, it's you have slightly special rules. So when you click on it, so the rules are you get these Easter eggs, egg bombs. Egg bombs explode and damage your team when the counter runs out. Match an egg bomb to heal your team. The lower the counter, the more they heal. So for example, if I slide this egg bomb here, there we go, it does some healing. Doesn't make any difference because I don't need any healing right now. The egg bombs are a little bit, they're useful and annoying at the same time. Best way to describe them. Look at the cute little rams. They're so cute. And I've killed them. There we are. The very spirit of Easter. And it says the little chicken for this one. There we go. So you can doubtless, if you want to, you can find out online what bosses you can expect on different levels and what have you. The returns for doing the Springvale Tournament are reasonably good. Certainly the item you'd get from doing it, I would recommend. It's worth working your way through, and I mean certainly this will be probably where I'll be doing most of my farming for a fair time. Personally, my view would be to sort of try and save the easier stages for when you're filling your monster chest, and do the other ones which are more expensive in terms of world energy when your monster chest is full and you've got a little bit more time. That's just my personal opinion, but it's just one to consider anyhow. So yeah, there we are. So that is the Springvale Tournament. As I say, I will probably be doing a summoning video in the next day or two when my children are here and can help me, because as I say, they are much luckier in summoning decent heroes than I am. So that's it really. So just a little bit of new information on a new tournament that has come out, And yes, good luck with everyone. I hope everybody's doing okay. I assume most people are locked down and shut inside and have time to take part in the hashtag. Where's my alliance description? The hashtag play a part together element of the game, which is quite nice. It is a chance to sort of socially interact with people, albeit slightly odd people that you can't see. So nobody knows what I look like, or nearly nobody knows what I look like. But you know I'm odd. Anyway, it remains for me to say thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, etc., etc. May death come swiftly to your enemies. This is Farmer Ben saying goodbye. Have a great Easter.